Okay, good evening everyone, and I now declare this special council meeting of the Shire of Bruce Rock open at 6:01. I'd like to begin by welcoming our continuing councillors, our councillors-elect, members of staff and any members of the public in attendance. Tonight's meeting is a significant occasion for the Shire as we formally swear in our newly elected councillors and conduct the elections for the Shire President and the Deputy Shire President as required under the Local Government Act 1995. So I will therefore move straight into item 2 of the agenda, the swearing in of councillors. Under section 2.29 of the Local Government Act 1995, a person elected as a councillor must make a declaration before acting in the office. I invite our authorised person, Graham Curry, Justice of the Peace, to conduct the declarations of office. And yes, we'll just call everybody up, councillors up one at a time.
Yeah, all right then. So, well, just stand up for a minute. I've had to write myself some notes now. I'm never used to it, but anyhow, good afternoon to all. And I've been given the privilege of swearing in all the new councillors, all re-elected councillors. All welcome. And Mark, I want to say to you, we will proceed with, as now, we'll proceed with the procedure. Thank you. Okay? So, all right.
So I would just like to ask Councillor-elect Ram Rajagopala.
Sure you'll correct the spelling there. I, Ramesh Rajagopalan of 1 Teesdale Road, Bruce Rock, having been elected to the office of Councillor of Bruce Rock Shire Council, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Local Government Rules of Conduct Regulation 2007.
Did you sign it if you can and stop it for somebody else? But
Doesn't matter, my name is spelled wrong, I can change it.
they can change it.
Or do you want me to change it?
Yeah. Okay, congratulations, thank you. Okay, now, would you like real, you want to take up further? Come there.
She can get home after 5 times.
Councillor Anthony Crooks.
I, Anthony Ross Crooks of the Granites Ardith, having been elected to the office of Councillor of Bruce Rock Shire Council, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Local Government Rules of Conduct and Regulations 2007.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, we'll get you the sign over there. Up top of it, yeah. Oh, thanks. And then that back to you. All
Oh,
right, all done.
thank you, Brad. Oh, what about this bit?
Councillor-elect Jennifer.
Thank you. I, Jennifer Verhoot of 16 Osborne Street, Bruce Rock, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the Bruce Rock Shire Council, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability. I will observe the local government rules of conduct regulations 2007.
Right, all right.
Thank you.
Congratulations, we'll get to the sign up here. That's
And last but not least, Councillor-elect Aaron Beauty.
You still live on Osborne Street?
Okay.
You still live on Osborne Street?
Only because of what? Road doesn't pop up on anything.
I, Aaron John Beauty of 575 Bruce Rock Quarry Road, Bruce Rock, having been elected to the office of Councillor of Bruce Rock Shire Council, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the local government regulations 2007.
congratulations.
Thanks.
Sign her over. Okay. There we go.
Wait, one moment.
Just give me a bit.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, away.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, good idea. Okay. Mark Johnson, to you, Bob, I think I was a little bit late, I left out a little bit here, I always say you there, sorry about this, stay sitting down there. But you councillors, there's the three tiers of government, there's,
Federal.
flame out, sorry, hang on. Oh, okay, you've got your federal, your local, state, and then the local. And the local one's the most important one. Thank you. Sorry about that. Meant that I did later on.
Thank you, councillors. I now declare that all councillors-elect have made their declarations and are duly sworn in as members of the Council of the Shire of Bruce Rock. Congratulations. Item 3, we now move to the election of the Shire President. This process is conducted in accordance with Schedule 2.3 of the Local Government Act 1995. Having not received any written nominations for the position of Shire President, I will now call for nominations for the position of Shire President.
I nominate Ram Rajagopal.
Can I have a seconder?
Second.
Councillor Strange, thank you. And nomination from Councillor Foss, thank you. As there is only one nomination, I declare Councillor Ram Rajagopalan, duly elected as Shire President of the Shire of Bruce Rock for a 4-year term. Congratulations.
I'll shake your
My apologies. 2-year term.
Yeah.
I do apologise. I think what we'll do now is we do the declaration. Should we do that now?
Yep. I, Ramesh Rajagopalan of 1 Teesdale Road, Bruce Rock, having been elected to the office of President of Bruce Rock Shire Council, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the local government rules of conduct regulations 2007.
Congratulations.
That's all good. That's all good.
Congratulations, Ram, and on behalf of the Council and the community, we extend our best wishes as you commence your term as Shire President. Moving on to the election of the Deputy Shire President, this process being conducted in accordance with Schedule 2.3 of the Local Government Act 1995. Having not received any written nominations for the position of Deputy Shire President, I will now call for nominations for the position of Deputy Shire President.
I'd like to nominate Tony Crooks. Ross Crooks.
Can I have a seconder, please? Councillor Foss. Thank you. I'd like to congratulate and state that Councillor Crooks is duly voted in as Deputy Shire President for a 2-year term. Congratulations. Make your way up.
I, Anthony Ross Crooks of the Granites Ardith, have been elected to the office of Deputy President of Bruce Rock Shire Council. Declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the local government rules of conduct regulation 2007.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tony, on your appointment.
Thanks, mate.
I'll now invite the newly elected Shire President to assume the chair for the remainder of the meeting. Tony?
Yeah.
Firstly, thank you. Firstly, thank you all for your faith in me. Obviously, I've had 2 years. I think my first year was very much learning. I hope I had started evolving in that second year. I hope to continue to evolve in the next couple of years. Some exciting times ahead, I hope, and it's time for us to get to work. But having said that, a few items to go through. We have no public question times, obviously. Committees and Chief Executive CEO, Mark, with you sitting over there for me. If you just want to go through your item, we're just going to go through some committees and I'll expand upon that.
Thank you, Mr. President. Item 8.1, committees and representation. Councillors would have read through the report. Every second year following an election, Council reviews the structures for committees, delegates and representatives. With the election having been held on the 18th of October, there's a recommendation now that Council appoints councillors and staff to various committees as well as delegates and representatives to the various organisations and groups. Provided in the item is the list of committees and delegations and representatives that were current as at prior to the election, and the table that follows is proposed committee and working groups, delegates and representatives following the election that we've just had. Some of those items are asterisked and are subject to further deliberation by Council, which the intention is to be discussed and then finalised at the next ordinary council meeting, and most of those are, as you say, appointed delegates and representatives. I can take any questions that arise.
So I'll just say a little bit, just in context, just talking to Mark. So at the time I've been on Shire, we've always had the same list of committees and subcommittees and so on. And I was saying to Mark that some of the committees I've been on that I've never actually met in my time, which I found interesting, but also now that we have live recordings, a bit more formalised, sort of working towards what are committees and what are working groups. And in my head, working groups are almost like our information sessions. The committees are like our OCM. So I think going forward will be much more efficient if we just have working groups, a lot of those working groups. The most important committees, obviously audit and risk and our works and services. Our priorities are works and services, and in consultation with our chair of works about how things might work better. And obviously we had 5 councillors in the last 2-year term when there's only Jen and myself with the only 2 not on there, and it was a bit weighted towards it's almost like we might as well be on the committee, because obviously Jen and I didn't get a lot of, it was hard to get expansion on that, I suppose. So talking to Kevin, and Kevin might expand a little bit better about how it would work better, is having them discuss their things, report to us, and it will actually allow a lot more discussion in council as opposed to there, and then we find out later. But Kevin might want to expand a little bit on that.
Yeah, so there's been some thought put into that, and just in the last term we had, as Ram just mentioned, there's only 2 people that weren't on that, so we may as well have just all had a works committee in many ways because the amount that were on the committee. So we're looking at it of peeling that back to a smaller number and having a meeting before every council meeting, but then from that we'll then have robust discussion and transparency within our council meetings, so that then everyone feels that they're involved and we can have some good discussion around that. And because that is the biggest part of our Shire budget, so we need to make sure that everyone's on board. So we'll that was the idea behind that. We'll see how that goes. Nothing, is set in stone, but we can certainly see how that goes moving forward and see how that works. So
I'm trying to see what works more efficiently. We're lucky in that the communication we have with current Shire staff and council is quite open, so this we think will work better, but time will tell.
And having a works meeting before every council, we should be well on top of
things,
where we are at each meeting, so when we come to that meeting we should hopefully there's no surprises that can and have happened in between works meetings that things have been, yeah.
And the other thing too is also got a new councillor, Aaron, welcome to, I should say. But one thing we did is in the past, we named all the people on the committee, and I was a bit like that when I first went on council. I put my hand up for everything because I thought I should. But this way we've got a bit of time to discuss the others because they're not so urgent. We just got the ones we need to get done before our next council meeting. But the others we can put some thought into it and then discuss what's most efficient and go from there. So that's why those asterisks are for those ones so that we'll discuss it the next ACM. But
Mr. President, if I might just, with regards to in closing the comments regarding the item, just want to bring to Council's attention that as part of the recommendation that's made, there is a requirement for us to identify a Great Eastern Zone State Council representative for the Walga State Council, which is required after the elections on the 18th. And we are required to obviously appoint new delegates and deputy delegates. And just to remind Council that Councillor Strange is the current state representative of the Great Eastern Zone, and Council is required to nominate a representative for the forthcoming zone meeting and forthcoming state council meetings in the future.
did you want to explain anything on?
No, well, thank you very much and congratulations to everyone, particularly Councillor Bugie. Just with regards, and I read the agenda this afternoon. I caught up with Kevin or Councillor Foss, haven't caught up with too many to see how you're going to make it work. So from a Walga State Council point of view, you've got to be nominated to go on the zone. So 2 delegates from here, first of all, and then that state councillor nomination from here.
That's right.
Which hopefully you'll see your way clear, considering what I said last meeting, to nominate me. Thank you.
All right. So if we work through the committees, so Audit and Risk Committee, there's this is a proposal of 3 councillors and community representative. We're still looking for a community representative and we'll keep looking. That's going to be a task in itself for all shires. But our current councillors, we had myself, Councillor Strange and Councillor Crooks. I'll first start if there's anyone else who would like to be involved instead of those 3. Otherwise, other 3, myself included, happy to continue.
Yeah, Chair, I want to make a comment there too, and I'm certainly happy to be on there. It's been suggested that we, perhaps our first order of business, we do elect an independent chair sooner than later, before it actually becomes mandatory in that community.
So we're talking and haven't found anyone very keen at the moment, so we're going to find a better way to...
Yeah.
Through the Chair, Councillor Strange, you're quite correct. We know within 6 months of the amendment being passed, we will move. I think we can go on the front foot and quite quickly put forward, revisit the terms of reference for the Audit Risk and Improvement Committee, and also then commence recruitment. I do want to give Council reassurances that I too, in liaison with Shire President, have been talking with other CEOs regarding their experiences, and also maybe point out to Council that actually there's been a good drive by Walga as well to create a pool of independent representatives for those committees due to a lack of independent representatives forthcoming in individual local governments. So I'm more than happy to do whatever is required and what Council wishes with regards to assisting in the recruitment of that independent chair. And also I can bring an item to Council very quickly just to revisit the terms of reference in anticipation for the subsequent change, which will happen 6 months after that actual is passed.
Are you happy, Tony?
Yes.
Yep. Stephen? And I myself. Anyone else has a burning desire to replace one of us? Otherwise, no, I feel not. So, all right, so we have those 3. Works and services. I'll move to Kevin as the chair. Will still be the chair. Don't power work, but your thoughts on what you make up?
Well, I think if Ram's not on that, if you're not on that, I think you could have the deputy on that committee, one, and
So personally, if I had the skill set and I was president, I would think the president should be on that if such a big part of our program, but I do not have the skill sets for, so luckily Tony does, so that makes sense to have Tony on.
and if there's three, then obviously myself, and my thoughts was Councillor Hodgkiss at this point in time.
Yep.
But if there's any objection to it.
And then I guess so these would be 2-year things, or we can, if we find that we need to put someone else on, we can during the 2 years, we have to wait 2 years, do we, Mark? Because we co-opted you partway through, didn't we? Yeah, so
So yeah,
yeah,
that would
so
be
we try this and then
we
do
try
the
this
monthly
and
things, see how we go.
see. But as we did last, if I think with any of these, if there's any adjustment that needs to be made, we do it.
As long as we're not locked in doing, that's the main thing.
Yep.
All right. Sport and rec. I think the councillors were myself, Councillor Foss. Who was the other?
And Councillor White, well, he was
Wait,
I thought Stephen was.
Yeah, I wasn't the last time, but I would like to nominate for this committee, considering
I know I'm happy to.
it's a working group.
yeah.
I'm happy to, if need be, step back and.
I'm happy to
Want
take that one, still heavily involved with
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'd love to go on that one.
Yeah. So we had were you at a meeting we had with the sport?
No.
So it was much more informal. So we trying to bring all the groups together so that we made a fair bit of headway there.
Yep.
So, and to working with them, how often they want to meet. So, more as a town, not individual groups. So,
Yep.
hopefully, that you'll be a great conduit to that.
Yep.
Economic development. So that's myself, at the moment, Councillor Hoot, and it was only us two, wasn't it? No, Perry wasn't it? Yeah, and Perry. So I am happy to be on there still.
Yeah, I'd like to continue
Yeah.
that. Yep. Thanks.
And this year we will put some bite,
We will meet.
meat and put some bite in. So yeah, so because Mark will need to know budget-wise things that might be required. So rather than just the thing. So now health and aged. And this is one we've not really met apart from doing the doctor, but that was not really even the health and age committee. So
Through the chair, can I just add that I received an email yesterday from the WACS representative that was actually asking to put out looking for representatives as well. So quite a timely email, probably charged by the fact that there was an election. And so certainly from that particular body, there has been an email requesting representation and attendance. So.
So I'm on that health and age at the moment. Did anyone else want to get? Yeah. Are you happy with us two, or does anybody else want to go on?
I'm happy to join with that one. Yeah.
So now being work groups is much more broad. It's more just where we go with it. So I think that'll be one that will evolve into what we need to be. Master of Ceremonies. Sure you're happy still to be Master of Ceremonies?
Yes, certainly. Yep.
Anyone else have a burning desire to be a proxy if Tony's not available? Love to speak in public.
Does anyone like to
Stephen, do you want to MC or pick up Tony?
A proxy, or-
Proxy, yeah. He'll always be here, but
Not going anywhere, but
Not done well, but
happy to be proxy.
might be
Just
crook or
proxy.
something.
yeah.
Sorts out transport arrangements as well.
The Walga zone reps, so at the moment it's myself and Stephen. I would like to continue to be the Walga rep. And Stephen, yourself?
Thank you.
And I'm sure the rest of you are happy with us to do that.
Just to say that anyone can come along to the
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah. And that should, I think they're quite fun. We're quite vocal.
Are they Perth-based
No,
meetings?
they're in Kellabarron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're the zone. Yeah, zone. Or we no zone. They think of doing one in Perth, but just to trying to change it up a little bit. But that's so we can try and meet some more ministers and so on because we can't get them to come up here. But that's in discussions with us holding it at the Welga offices potentially or something like that. But they're still working on that anyway. But for the most, it's here. Sorry, Anne Keller or Merrin. Weerock. So at the moment, that's myself. And Tony, you'd be the proxy, I'd say, at the moment. Yep. And you guys know I love Weerock, so I'm quite happy being the rep for that. Anyone have a bad desire to go on Weerock? Listen about Corellas. Siaka.
Happy to
Steve, have you
nominate
done a
Ed.
power of work?
Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
just happy to nominate it for
Oh,
there, and it's on the cusp of something
Yeah.
hopefully quite special in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And
And
again,
we're very lucky. Steve gives very good reports, and a lot of the other councils have any idea about what's happening. And I remiss if I don't get to those because of work and everything else going to. But it'd be great if people can also go to those SIACA meetings to find out where we're at.
and make the point. Certainly, our CEO has been a great input to it as well.
Yeah. So, but all our things we've been very active in, whether it's Zone, Weerock and SIACA. So when I see some of our neighbours, so the rest of them. I was going to leave them open for now, but particularly so Councillor Beauty can have some time to think about it before we start.
Through the chair, can I just interject? Sorry, we do need to regional road group and the local emergency management committee.
Regional Road Group, which is Councillor Fox at the moment. You're enjoying that at the moment, and it makes sense as our chair works to be on that. And our proxy was Mungo. So who happy to be proxy?
And the proxy can also just come. Councillor Waite used to come to some of the meetings. It's good to actually get your head around how it all works.
Probably worth doing.
Yeah.
That's good learning experience.
Yeah.
Especially in that second year of this term, things we want to be doing. So, Local Emergency Management Committee, which at the moment is myself. And I assume people have to do that. Yeah. And then lastly, I'd like to nominate Councillor Strange. If people are happy, or Stephen's happy to accept that.
Sorry, where were we?
To be the Grayson.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Now we haven't got the Chief Fire Control Officer or anything there on there yet, because at the moment Tony still is, because your thing's end of October.
Through the chair, I'm happy
This
to.
month.
Yep.
Just happy to interject there and just advise the validity of the current tenure is until the end of October. And obviously with the dates of the election being the way they were, it carries over. But the Bushfire Act allows for 1 month, so therefore in the OCM in November we can duly appoint the chief and the deputy bushfire officer.
Yep, and you guys have your.
There was a special meeting on
27th.
Monday the 27th.
Yep.
Where BFAC will make the nomination to council for those representatives to be appointed.
Yeah, so that's the reason why it's not on at the moment. So hopefully that will be clarified, but we're still protected at the moment. All right. So we do have a recommendation. It's David for all those now. So if someone's happy to move that recommendation with all those suggestions and nominations. Thanks, Councillor Hodgkins. Seconder. Thanks, Councillor Cook. All those in favour? Thank you all. There's no new business, so I'll close the meeting. Thank you all. I should mention too, the positions you're sitting right now is probably my suggestion going forward in our next ACMs, but if someone has a burning desire to change or wants to change, please come and see me. So Aaron, get used to taking care of ex-council